Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
You're listening to House of Cards.
Today, the game is different.
I want to gamble. Gambling is a very serious business. Is that clear?
Welcome to House of Cards. Dave Weishuttle with you here, deep from the swamps of Jersey. We got a great show coming up for you. It's going to be an incredible autumn for poker players because two poker powerhouses are working together. BetMGM Poker and Borgata have created incredible poker tournaments for the fall. The one that just happened was the Borgata Big Buy series powered by BetMGM, and that was an incredible success. And the one coming up starting on October 8th is the Lions of the Atlantic powered by BetMGM, which is a poker tournament combining players from MGM, National Harbor, and Borgata. It's an incredible idea. And then starting on November 3rd, there is the Borgata Fall Poker Open powered by BetMGM, which has huge guarantees for players. What's also incredible is very inexpensive online qualifiers for all the tournaments, and we're going to hear all about it because I am talking with David Mileaf, Senior Manager of Poker Operations for BetMGM, and Kellie de Celis, Borgata's Director of Poker Operations. They're going to tell us about all the incredible things poker players have to look forward to in the fall. When we come back, we're talking poker with BetMGM and Borgata, so stick around. We'll be right back with House of Cards. Hey, Dave Weishuttle from House of Cards. I just got my dugout mug delivered and I am loving it. Dugout mugs are mugs made out of baseball bats, and they are officially licensed by Major League Baseball so you can get your favorite baseball team's logo on your mug. Just think of it, enjoying your favorite drink while watching your favorite baseball team with your team's logo on your mug made from a baseball bat. They can even make customized mugs. Check out the mug they made for House of Cards. I mean, just look at that. That looks awesome. I've never seen anything like them. If you go to dugoutmugs.com, you'll find out they even make more things than mugs. They have baseball board games, grilling equipment made from baseball bats. They even have a section for gifts for under $30. Head on over to dugoutmugs.com because if you're a baseball fan or need a gift for a baseball fan, you have to check out Dugout Mugs. And use our promo code PIKE at checkout to get 20% off your purchase price. That's promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. Also, free shipping with orders over $99. You can't beat that. DugoutMugs.com. That's my go-to place if I need a gift for a baseball fan. Well, if you excuse me now, the game is about to go on, and the wind is just right for drinking. Hey, this is Dave Weishuttle from House of Cards with your House of Cards gaming report for the week of September 29th, 2025. Penn Entertainment announced it expects to open the second hotel tower at M Resorts Casino Las Vegas on December 1st, which is months ahead of the original construction estimate. The new hotel tower almost doubles the capacity of the property, bringing its total to 765 rooms and suites. Completion of the project will be pending customary regulation approvals from governing bodies. Boyd Gaming announced Sam's Town Hotel and Gambling Hall will close its doors permanently on November 9th, 2025. Sam's Town is the largest casino still operating in Tunica, Mississippi, and the closure ends a 31-year run. According to a message sent to employees, the decision to close was due to the continued market decline in the region. And finally, the Plaza Hotel and Casino had a ribbon-cutting ceremony to debut the new dedicated area for fans of the popular Buffalo and Mo Mummy slot game franchises. The Buffalo and Mo Friends slot area is the only one in the downtown Las Vegas area. The area includes aristocrat gaming titles like Buffalo Ultimate Stampede, Buffalo Power Pays, Mo Mummy, Mo Mummy, and Spooky Link. It sounds like a place you have to check out. Have any news or tips regarding casinos, gaming, or legislation? Send us an email at newsroom@houseofcardsradio.com and follow us on X at HOC Radio.
Wake up, poker fans!
You're listening to House of Cards. Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weishuttle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by the Life Hack Pack from More Labs. Unlock your best self with the Life Hack Pack from More Labs. The Life Hack Pack contains 2 bottles of Morning Recovery, 2 bottles of Dreamwell, and 2 bottles of Liquid Focus. The Life Hack Pack is specially designed to help you live your life not just better, but smarter. Use promo code Radio15 at morelabs.com to get 15% off your first purchase of the Life Hack Pack or any of their other great products. That's promo code Radio15 to take advantage of this great promo of 15% off your first purchase at morelabs.com. You can finally do it all with help from More Labs. If you've listened to this show, you know I'm a huge poker fan. And for me, no one does poker better than BetMGM and Borgata. Their cash games and their tournaments, I think, are the best in poker. And this fall, BetMGM and Borgata are bringing you some poker events that you won't see anywhere else in the world. And to tell us about it, we have a couple of guests on the line. David Mileaf is Senior Manager of Poker Operations for BetMGM and one of my favorite people in the poker world, Kellie de Celis, Borgata's Director of Poker Operations. David, welcome to the show, and Kellie, welcome back to the show.
Hey, Dave, thanks for having us.
Definitely. Really excited to be back, Dave.
I am so glad that both of you are on here to talk about BetMGM and Borgata, because being in New Jersey, I have this front row seat of the incredible things you're doing by bringing online poker and live poker together. I mean, you are both a part of creating this incredible synergy between the online and live poker world, and it's really making poker really great. From both of your perspectives, has this marriage between online and live world been an easy one? I'm sure we always have poker purists who say, you know, online poker is one game and live poker is another game and they should be mixed. But how is this combination of online and live poker affecting game in both your eyes? I mean, David, since this is the first time on the show, why don't you start off?
Sure. I'd say I agree to an extent. Online poker and live poker, they do have their differences, but at the end of the day, poker is poker.
Yep.
And working with Kellie and working with the Borgata, that's what makes it easy. We've put together multiple events over the years, hybrid events, starting online, finishing live, qualifiers, satellite packages, pretty much the works. Anything we can do to support the big events that we have here at the Borgata and the other MGM properties, we do what we can. We have our instant registration. Players can log into the app. They can register through the app. They can go to our desk and just check right in. Plenty of options available to everybody. So to answer your question, yeah, it's actually been very easy, I think, working with the Borgata on this.
I definitely agree, Dave. I think that, you always have to start somewhere. And so in the early days of our collaborations, in just the mindset of creating these massive omni-channel events, we started small. And every single time that we plan something new, we always have this mindset that we want to get a little bit bigger and a little bit better. And coming off of the big series that we just wrapped up, obviously we may have gone really big, but it was really exciting, I think. And every time we are able to get together, we try to add at least one more item that improves the player experience and really provides the player pool from online and from the retail space opportunities to play on either and enjoy both equally.
Now, I have said consistently and constantly that Borgata is my favorite live poker room in the world. And it sounds like it just got even better because, Kellie, you just opened up a new space on September 7th. And I guess it's a new cross-branded poker room and tournament space on the property. Tell us about that, and where is it on the property?
Yeah, absolutely. So we re-envisioned the space here in the Borgata Poker Room. It hadn't really seen a refresh since it grand opened in 2006 in this new space. At the time, it had 85 tables and a big tournament area all the way in the back of the room for any of your listeners that used to play here way back in the day. But, since then, lots of things have changes and there's evolution in the space. And we really wanted to rejoin the race book. And since BetMGM represents that race book, it was the perfect opportunity, especially given our location directly across from the BetMGM Sportsbook, to really combine the two areas. It gave us an opportunity to provide new player chairs, new co-branded layouts, new wireless charging rails in the cash room, as well as a brand new welcome space for our players when they walk into into the room. We were also able to drop in 32 big screen TVs at eye level. And I know that Borgata is known for its TVs, 72 TVs, 25 feet in the air. But it doesn't matter how big you make a big screen when it's 25 feet in the air. The football game just isn't the same. So we were really excited to have those big screens drop throughout the room. And so what that offered us an opportunity to do when we re-envisioned the space is make the live room a nice cohesive square unit. And then that backspace that we had where we used to have high limit games, we were able to take that registration desk and make that into a one-stop shop for not only signing up for a poker game, which is what you could do there historically. Now you're able to register and receive your payout both at that desk, both conducted by poker personnel, which has been really streamlined the process for us, has made it much more enjoyable, much less wait. So we were really excited to be able to introduce that. And so looking at that space of 18 tables, in addition to the registration desk, we were able to do some nice marketing collateral there and some really beautiful wraps around the room that really brands it and shows that BetMGM Poker is our partner, is here to stay, and that a lot of the things, especially on the tournament side, are always going to be in partnership with them.
Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards.
It's finally here, and we're so excited to show you this brand new addition to the Crimpit family, the Crimpit Wrap. Start enjoying wraps like you've never seen them before. No more contents falling out while you eat. Create these perfectly sealed, beautiful parcels and then heat them in your air fryer, oven, grill, pan fry, or even enjoy them cold. You can make burritos, calzones, enchiladas, pasties. The list is endless. You're only limited by your imagination. Simply place a wrap in the Crimpit device, add your ingredients, microwave for 20 seconds, fold it over, and crimp your snack into a perfectly sealed bundle of joy. Then it's time to heat it up any way you like. There you have it, a delicious snack like you've never seen before.
Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024, the Audien Atom 2 series offers superior sound quality and functionality for a fraction of the price. For just $189 a pair, the Atom 2 features 4 different hearing modes for all types of hearing loss. It packs crystal clear sound, a nearly invisible design, and is even rechargeable.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids. They're so comfortable, I forget I'm wearing them. And the sound is amazing.
The Atom Pro 2 is our smallest hearing aid yet, featuring advanced background noise cancellation and is the world's first hearing aid with built-in UV cleaning that kills 99% of bacteria.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed without seeing a doctor or having a hearing test.
Join over 500,000 happy customers today and get the hearing you deserve.
Call 1-800-457-0924 or go to audienhearing.com to get your pair of Audien hearing aids starting at just $189.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready. And health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-733-6860. 800-733-6860.
You're listening to the House of Cards.
It's not fun making the right play and getting the wrong result.
But you know what? That's poker.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weishuttle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I'm talking with David Mileaf, Senior Manager of Poker Operations for BetMGM, and Kellie de Celis, Borgata's Director of Poker Operations. I told you guys before we started recording that I'm looking at a computer that has the BetMGM poker icon and the Borgata poker icon right next to each other. So you're never far from my thoughts. And I am constantly amazed at the new and inventive things you're doing in poker. I mean, it's just incredible. And you're coming off some really great events. You just came off a very successful Borgata Summer Poker Open. And for the fall, you have 3 incredible events. And you just had one. It was called the Borgata Big Buy Series powered by BetMGM. And the other 2, just we're going to talk about a little bit, are the Lions of the Atlantic, powered by BetMGM, and the Borgata Fall Poker Open, powered by BetMGM. And I said Borgata just had the Big Buy Series, which I guess it was completed September 17th, if I'm looking at the schedule right. Can you both give us a bit of a recap for this first trilogy of tournaments that you're having in the fall? I mean, David, how did the online qualifiers go? And Kellie, right after Dave answers, give us a summary of the guarantees and the prizes that were given away.
Sure. Heading into the Big Buy Series, we ran a full suite of qualifiers online, which probably had, I want to say, the most success we've ever seen in any of our qualifier packages. We were seeing 2 to 3x the guarantees on almost everything across the board for weeks. The players came out in droves for this one. Excitement was at an all-time high, and that reflected in just the overall performance of this series. Every event was fantastic. I don't think, and Kellie can agree, I don't think we could ask for a better turnout, honestly.
I do agree. And, it's always incredible. So we spent a lot of time together over Summer Poker Open, which was July 17th to August 1st. And that was the first time we've had an opportunity to run that Summer Poker Open since really coming back from COVID. And so it was really great to have that 2-week time period. And since our opens are powered by BetMGM, Dave literally lives here on property with us. And so we had a great opportunity to collaborate and talk during that open, talk to our players. And Dave, that's one of his biggest proponents, is that he is so player focused, and he provides a lot of his time and a lot of his ear to our player base. And really what we were hearing, especially from that championship level player, is that they are flying from stop to stop to stop for just 1 or 2 events. And we knew that we wanted to do something special in September. And we also knew that we were launching this new co-branded tournament space. And so we were able to kind of dream up this 10-day, 9-event series. And it was really the first time that we had also partnered as organizations on guarantees. While most of our events powered by BetMGM Poker means that they are powering it through qualifiers, through instant registration, through instant access to the events. Really, in this event, there was absolute marriage here where he brought Ite in to run Ite's 9-game mix. They blew up the high roller. We saw the most entries in a high roller event ever offered here at Borgata for that 10K. And over the 9 events, we had 764 unique players, over 2,600 buy-ins. It was just really incredible to see all of the East Coast players come. And, when you do a one-off, it's impossible not to think, oh gosh, what have we done leading up to it? And I know I couldn't sleep the entire weekend. Just really nervous about Monday. But once we kicked off the kickoff, which was a $2,200 $1 million guarantee with just 2 flights. Once we saw those numbers, we said, oh, this is going to be fantastic. And I know I say it all the time. I'm constantly thanking our players, and I try to make sure every time before I leave, I make my rounds and just say thank you for coming. But really, our player base on this East Coast is incredible. We couldn't ask for just players that are so invested in our success, because our success means they have successful events to play here on the East Coast.
Completely agree. And I tell Kelly this all the time. I think our MGM poker players are the most loyal in the industry. They're fantastic to work with, and we enjoy seeing them every time they come out.
Now, I got to ask you about the second tournament, because it's just an incredible idea. It's called Lions of the Atlantic, and it's a cross-property event combining MGM National Harbor and Borgata players. First off, Lions of the Atlantic is a great name for a tournament, and BetMGM and Borgata always comes up with great names for tournaments, so good for you guys. But I got to ask you about the planning of this, and I know what goes in to planning a poker tournament, and it's just constant nonstop, and it's just absolutely incredible for the coordination. But something like this that has 2 properties involved, I would think that it involves a little more heavy lifting and a little more coordination. I mean, for example, there's no online poker in Maryland. So, David, what's the online component like for this tournament? Is it just for New Jersey players?
Yeah, so for this tournament, we're offering qualifiers and satellites to the Borgata flights. Unfortunately, not to National Harbor on this one, although we typically do offer satellite packages to allow the major events like the Potomac Poker Open.
Kelly, talk about the structure of Lions of the Atlantic tournament. I mean, how much are the buy-ins? What are the guarantees? And what property do the players start the tournament at? Or is there a starting at Borgata, or is there a starting at Maryland? What happens?
Yeah. So this event is our first opportunity where Dave and I are we have an opportunity to partner with both Adam Boone and Chris McCall, who is the tournament manager down at National Harbor. And they, of course, always try to complement each other when we plan events here on the East Coast. So if Borgata runs its Winter Poker Open in January, National Harbor runs its Winter Potomac Open in February. Same August, they'll run in August for Potomac Poker Open. We'll run our events in September. And so we share a lot of a player base, and we also think that there's some competition there. Who has the best players? Is it DC or is it AC? And so when we got to talking about this event, we thought that it would be really incredible to make a great experience for players who are participating in a low buy-in event. When you announce a schedule where the lowest buy-in is $1,500, of course, all of our recreational players who really enjoy the $400 1 millions and the $600 1 millions, they think, oh, what about us? And so we wanted to make sure that we had something to announce in kind of conjunction with the Big Buy Series, and that really was the Lions of Atlantic. And so it is a $600 buy-in with a $2 million guarantee. We're going to offer 7 flights, and those flights are going to start down at National Harbor.
Okay.
So players are going to have an opportunity starting on Wednesday, October 8th. There will be 2 flights on Wednesday, 2 flights on Thursday, and 1 flight on Friday, 1 flight on Saturday, and 1 flight on Sunday down at National Harbor. And that is Columbus Day weekend. And so we know down in DC on those federal holidays, they get lots and lots of business.
Wow.
And so we're going to play down the field. We're going to pay 12.5%, but we are going to only bag 8% of the field. And so if you finish, that min cash amount is going to be a flat $1,200, which also just happens to be 2 bullets. How convenient, right? If you wanted to get it into the next flight. And so once those flights wrap down at National Harbor, players not in the bag will have an opportunity to travel up here to Borgata or just our Borgata player base starting on Tuesday, October 14th. So on Tuesday, we'll have 2 flights here, Wednesday, 2 flights, Thursday, 2 flights, and then on Friday, we'll have our final flight. So just 1 there. And we've all roads lead to Borgata is a true statement, because if you put chips in a bag, whether that is at National Harbor or here at Borgata, we're going to take care of your room accommodations on Friday and Saturday night, so that you can sleep well Friday night, come in for day 2 restart on Saturday, hopefully play deep, put more chips in a bag, get a good night's sleep on Saturday night, and then play to completion on Sunday. And the really cool, just one additional cool thing that BetMGM is throwing into the mix for us is a really cool custom jersey.
Wow.
BetMGM Poker's known for its jerseys, and since BetMGM Sports is so big as well, if you are bagging from National Harbor, you'll be able to pick up your National Harbor BetMGM Poker jersey. And if you're bagging here at Borgata, you'll be able to pick up your Borgata jersey. And they'll be, of course, different colors. And we're hoping that players throw them right on and make some really great photographs. But we're hoping it's going to be really incredible since it's our first, and that we'll be able to run this every year, if not twice a year.
I love that. You get to represent your home poker room. So that's a great idea. Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards. Sign up at jackpot.com and you can bet on the world's best lotteries where the biggest jackpots are up for grabs. Powerball, Mega Millions, some of the biggest lotteries can be found at jackpot.com. Simply choose your lotto game, pick your numbers, or use their quick pick feature, and you're done. Sign up at jackpot.com with code DRAW24 and get a free lottery ticket with your first deposit. Jackpot.com, it's the world of lotto in your hand. Terms and conditions apply. You must be at least 18 years old and in the United States to play. Void where prohibited. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to the House of Cards.
All game.
But you didn't even look at your cards.
Looking at one's cards is a crutch for players who rely on skill.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weishottle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Create an account using our promo code Turnpike and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I'm talking with David Mileaf, Senior Manager of Poker Operations for BetMGM, and Kellie de Celis, Borgata's Director of Poker Operations. David, I got to ask you, we hear Kellie talking about the 2 million guarantees and Borgata's giving rooms and T-shirts. The one thing I love about BetMGM Poker is the cost of the online qualifiers. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible how inexpensive they are. I'm just curious. Are you both seeing players at tournaments who would not be there if it wasn't for the online qualifiers? Because it seems to me like something this inexpensive, I'm talking about the online qualifiers, it just opens up the field of players in the live poker tournaments.
Oh, 100%. With qualifiers starting as low as $2 in some cases.
See, that's incredible to me.
We're giving opportunities for players to make it into something they might never have played. Yeah. We had one player from Michigan qualified for $5. I believe he came in. What place was that, Kellie? 34th or?
Yeah, he went
ran
deep.
very
It
deep.
was amazing.
From a $5 qualifier, won a 5, went to a 50 to a 500, and he finished in 48th place for just over $11,000. So those type of opportunities are available to everybody for almost every series that we run at MGM properties, including Borgata, National Harbor, Aria. and all the major stops.
I think that's incredible. Like I said, I think it opens up for poker players of all levels. I mean, like I said, I'm always on your sites and I'm seeing the prices of these things. I'm like, that can't be right. $2. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Well, Kelly, I was talking to you last year and you said how much the online qualifiers. Are you being serious? And it's absolutely incredible. And to wind up for the fall offerings from BetMGM Poker and Borgata, we have the Borgata Fall Poker Open powered by BetMGM from November 3rd to November 17th. Kelly, I know Borgata has the winter, spring, summer poker open. Is it now official that Borgata has a poker open for every season of the year? And do you think it'll remain that way from now on?
I absolutely think it's going to remain that way. I'm so excited to be able to see Fall Poker Open come back again. First time since we came back from COVID. And we are on the books for 26, 27, 28, 29, and 2030. We are absolutely confirmed to see winter, spring, summer, and fall all return to Borgata. So our player base is going to be able to know that those events are going to same dates, same time frame, really consistent, just like old school Borgata structures always were in the past. And just it really feels like that's been a big goal for many years now. And we finally achieved it. And so we can't wait.
David, when will the online qualifiers start for the Fall Poker Open?
We typically start qualifiers for the opens around 30 to 45 days once we have the schedule set and everything's in place. So those will be rolling out some point in October, early October. We'll have that out.
So, Kelly, I know, I think the schedule hasn't been officially announced when we're taping this, but can you share some of the events that people will experience in the Fall Poker Open? I know people love things like the Almighty Millions and things like that and other Borgata tournaments. Will there be things like that or any new events that you have planned that people should keep an eye out for?
Yeah, I think our open schedule is fairly consistent in what our players are used to seeing, and why break the mold, right? We do want to add neat and cool things in when we can, and change things that don't work. But really, our fan favorite, the Deep, Deeper, Deepest series, players really love that. We do a last stack standing, which is a last longer for that event. I will always have our anchor events, the kickoff, Almighty, our championship. We're back and forth right now over mystery bounties. Okay. So we know players love a mystery bounty, but there's a new event in town, and that's the PKO. So this type of event, really, it started online. It's called Progressive Knockout Bounty. And the idea is you start with us, everybody starts with a set amount. As I knock players out, Dave, I get to put half of their bounty in my pocket, but I have to add half to my stack. And so the bounty for knocking me out continues to grow and get bigger and bigger, but everybody else's bounties do the same. And so we're seeing players knock other players out deep into these tournaments and take over min cash and put that in their pocket. And so we think this might be the new type of bounty event. And so more than likely for Fall Poker Open, we are going to see a replacement of the mystery bounty and an attempt at running a big filled PKO. Wow. We did do one for Pure Grind Series. We had 842 players in that event. So we'll see if we can break 5 figures on those entries, and see, just get the feedback from the players to see whether they prefer a mystery bounty or a PKO, and rock and roll from there.
So when should people start looking for the schedule for the Fall Poker Open?
Absolutely. That's out right now for approvals. We always like to send it out to our ambassadors and to poker players who are really involved in East Coast poker and have investments. I always send it out to them so that, one, they know they have their ear, really involved in what's coming up, other houses that haven't officially released their schedules, what conflicts would look like, where they feel like our events are best placed. And so we love to hear that feedback from those players before we officially drop the schedule. But like Dave said, we want this out before the start of October so that they on BetMGM Poker can start running qualifiers in that first week.
After interviewing Kellie a couple of times and seeing what BetMGM Poker is doing, you guys really get a lot of input from the players. And how important is that? Because I've talked to poker people all around the world and all around but you guys make a point of it to say, you know what? We asked our players what they think, which is so unusual for a lot of places.
Yeah, for sure. They play.
Yeah,
we don't, right? That's almost how I look at it. I tell the guys that all the time. I said, you guys are playing. Tell us, what are we doing right? Where can we improve? What would you like to see? If it's possible, we'll absolutely consider it every time. And I think over the years, we've garnered some very strong relationships with our players, and we have that trust and that we're going to make the right decisions, do what's best to continue to grow poker here at Borgata, online, and just the game in general. So we really appreciate just the synergy that we have with our players. It's not just a business and customer relationship. We work very closely. We're basically all friends, and we can trust that they're going to give us feedback that isn't just to benefit them personally, that it considers the game and the structure and the tournament or whatever it is that we're doing overall to put out the best product possible.
Kellie, I know you always talk to players in the room and things like that. I mean, how important is their input when you're creating a tournament like this?
There's no way I could possibly put a value on it without having input and feedback from our player base. What are we doing? Yeah. What are we doing? The idea of poker has always been, as operators, we are here to provide a game to our players. And obviously that game should be with the highest integrity and the cleanest technique and all of those things, all of those expectations that should just be natural. But at the same time, if we're providing something that no one is interested in, then why are we even providing it? And so, there's always going to be tons and tons and tons of feedback, but you have to understand what players are looking for, and you have to listen to them when they are willing to provide feedback for you, because a lot of times they're going to be the ones that have the most information, have the most candid and honest feedback, input, all of the things that are necessary in order to be able to make changes that make things better. And I think at the end of the day, BetMGM Poker and Borgata Poker want to make better poker every single time we have an opportunity.
So, David, beyond the fall, is there anything that BetMGM Poker is working on that they can share with people out there? And is there anything on the online poker front that BetMGM is working on in the coming months and year? And I heard that the BetMGM Online Championship is happening right now. Can you give us some information on that?
For sure. So our latest iteration of the Online Championship is starting on September 21st. Mm-hmm. This is going to be one of the biggest yet, now that we have full share liquidity, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Jersey players. So 70 events running through October 5th, $3 million in total guarantees, which is just unreal. Incredible. So we're going to have another 2.5K guarantee or 2.5K buy-in super high roller, 300K guarantee on September 28th, as well as our $1,000 championship, $400,000 guarantee. It's going to be running on 10/5. So this is going to be another great iteration of the online championships. Looking forward to just wrapping this one up and heading into November. 2025 is going to end with a bang between Borgata and BetMGM.
Kellie, how about Borgata? I know there's always something going on there. Anything you can share that people should look forward to when they visit Borgata in the coming months?
My goodness, Dave, you want more?
More,
than what we've already talked about?
First off, can I tell everyone this is my favorite time of the year to visit Borgata, because I don't know who decorates the casino. It's absolutely beautiful in the fall and Christmas time. It's great to be there.
Yeah, their natural flower displays are simply stunning, and they make great Instagram photos too,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
But Borgata also launched this year our Pure Grind series. So we wanted to do low buy-in, multi-day, multi-table, massive tournaments with big guarantees. $200 buy-ins, $300K guarantees, $250, and there's a whole bunch of additions. And so we're rolling those out, and we have been for the duration of this year. So we'll offer one in September, one in October, one in November, and one in December. And the cool thing about the PGS series is that every event qualified for leaderboard points. And so we are going to pay our top 5 placers a cash prize, and we have guaranteed first place for that $10,000 cash and a Borgata Winter Poker Open Championship seat. That'll happen in January 2026, of course. We'll probably call it the BetMGM Poker Championship. And, really excited about who is going to take that seat down, and really excited about seeing 12 of them in 2026.
David and Kelly, we're running out of time, but is there a website that people should go to so they can find out more about the upcoming Lions of the Atlantic powered by BetMGM and the Borgata Fall Poker Open powered by BetMGM? And are there any social media addresses that you want to give out for the coming events at BetMGM and Borgata?
Yeah, so I am and have always been at Poker Babe Boss. And then, of course, you can follow us on at Borgata Poker, at BetMGM Poker.
As well as at BetMGMPoker.com. And you can follow me at _PokerDave_ on X.
Doesn't he have to change that, Dave?
Yeah, right.
It's too many Daves.
Yeah, there's way too many Daves. So
our structures and everything for Lions is also up on theborgata.com. And I'm going to try to get Fall Poker Open up there ASAP as well. So definitely anyone listening can head over to theborgata.com, click on our poker page, and check out all of the details there for Lions of the Atlantic.
David Mileaf, Senior Manager of Poker Operations for BetMGM, and Kellie de Celis, Borgata's Director of Poker Operations. Thanks so much for coming on and telling us about some of the incredible poker going on right now at BetMGM and Borgata. Just to remind everyone, Lions of the Atlantic, powered by BetMGM, is happening October 8th through October 19th. And Borgata Fall Poker Open, powered by BetMGM, is happening November 3rd through the 17th. Always some incredible poker from BetMGM and Borgata. So both of you, please come back on and keep us up to date with what's happening with BetMGM and Borgata. David and Kelly, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having us, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Have a great day.
Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards.
Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024, the Audion Atom 2 series offers superior sound quality and functionality for a fraction of the price. For just $189 a pair, the Atom 2 features 4 different hearing modes for all types of hearing loss. It packs crystal clear sound, a nearly invisible design, and is even rechargeable.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids. They're so comfortable, I forget I'm wearing them. And the sound is amazing.
The Atom Pro 2 is our smallest hearing aid yet, featuring advanced background noise cancellation, and is the world's first hearing aid with built-in UV cleaning that kills 99% of bacteria.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed without seeing a doctor or having a hearing test.
Join over 500,000 happy customers today and get the hearing you deserve.
Call 1-800-457-0924 or go to audionhearing.com to get your pair of Audion hearing aids starting at just $189.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With private healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready. And health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-733-6860. 800-733-6860.
Sign up at jackpot.com and you can bet on the world's best lotteries where the biggest jackpots are up for grabs. Powerball, Mega Millions, some of the biggest lotteries can be found at jackpot.com. Simply choose your lotto game, pick your numbers, or use their quick pick feature, and you're done. Sign up at jackpot.com with code DRAW24 and get a free lottery ticket with your first deposit. Jackpot.com, it's the world of lotto in your hand. Terms and conditions apply. You must be at least 18 years old and in the United States to play. Void where prohibited. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's a casino. People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Welcome to another edition of Beating the House. I'm Doug Weishuttle here with Dave Weishuttle. We're going to be crisscrossing the country, sometimes the continent, sometimes even the world, talking about the latest jackpots in the casino and lottery industries. If it's $100,000 or more, we will be talking about it on this show. Press releases, jackpot announcements, game releases, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Going to start off this week with a little news.
Okay.
We have IGT, and this is a game that has featured prominently on this show, and probably a lot of other shows out there as well. We have a new Wheel of Fortune game to talk about.
How many Wheel of Fortune games are there?
Well,
you walk onto a gaming floor, they're like banks of Wheel of Fortune, and they're all slightly different too. So it's pretty cool to see.
Well, this is not a slot machine.
All right.
This is what's being called an electronic table game bearing the Wheel of Fortune brand. It's called the Wheel of Fortune Big Money Spin.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and this is on the casino floor at the Downtown Grand Casino in Las Vegas right now. As usual with IGT, other places probably will follow pretty soon. Mm-hmm. But right now it's at the Downtown Grand Casino in Las Vegas. The Wheel of Fortune Big Money Spin. I've got some B-roll promo demo reel showing over as we're talking about it.
So what's it look like? I can't see the video. So is it like one of those... Yeah, the whole new thing now is these games where a lot of people can play it. It's like almost like a mini stadium style seating kind of thing. Is that what we're talking about?
No word on how the seating is.
Okay.
But what this has done is this has, and this is the quote from the press release, an attention-grabbing 9+ feet upright video wheel.
Wow. Okay.
9 foot tall wheel behind the dealer.
Yeah, I
guess that's what you call him, the dealer, the spinner,
Wheel of Fortune,
the host.
Yeah, every Wheel of Fortune, and I'm talking even about the slot games and stuff. They are huge.
Yes.
They are enormous. I mean, though, you walk onto a gaming floor. I saw a big video of Vanna White there. It's like almost reaching the ceiling. Yeah. I don't know what version that was, but no, the Wheel of Fortune has some of the. And when I say big games, I mean large-scale games in the casino floors.
And when you sit down to play,
okay,
the casino guest, the patron, the player, is greeted with the normal Wheel of Fortune chant.
Oh, okay.
Wheel of Fortune.
So there's seating. It's not like a roulette game that everyone stands up and looks around. Okay.
And this has intuitive gameplay design. Don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Don't know what that means.
All right.
But according to IGT, to make a wager, the player has to select a color-coded bet amount that corresponds to the colored wedge on the wheel.
All right.
And when the bets are placed, the wheel spins.
So you have to match up the color that you bet on, and the wheel has to stop at that color for you to win. Okay.
Yep. And the wedges fill in the letters in the game's iconic puzzle board.
All right. Well, I was going to say, is there a puzzle you have to solve at the end?
There's always something unique with these things.
Right. Okay.
And basically, you're filling in the puzzle board as you're playing and winning or losing. And they have this thing called the Fortune Spin bonus and the Jackpot bonus, which activates the large wheel that's attached to everything.
Okay.
The wheel actually spins when you get the bonus.
Wow. Okay. So where is this now?
Like I said, Downtown Grand, Las Vegas.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. This is the first place
I'm
it's
assuming
at.
that's the testing ground for it, kind of thing, to see how it goes. And
I would assume so.
Maybe later on, it'll make its way east or something.
Like I said, it's going to be everywhere probably pretty soon.
Okay.
So congratulations. Another Wheel of Fortune has joined the family there.
All right.
We're here in our casino jackpot segment, and we're going to start off in New Jersey.
All right.
With a little bit of a different start. We're not going to be doing a slot jackpot. We're not going to be doing a table game jackpots. We're going to talk a little bit about a sweepstakes winner.
Oh, okay. So, you go to these casinos like all the time, and there's always drawings and always a long, have your name put in to win a car or something like that. And, so, we don't report on that a lot lately.
I figured let me do a little change of pace here.
So who was this one?
This is Caesars Atlantic City.
All right.
Now, they've been doing the Millionaire Maker Sweepstakes at Caesars since Memorial Day weekend. It's been running all along through the summer.
I think I've seen signs for that. So.
And they just did the ending drawing for everything.
Right.
And according to Caesars Atlantic City, they had 30 finalists appear in Atlantic City for the celebration.
Right.
They had a set of jugglers from The Hook, which is the Caesars Residence live entertainment show.
Yeah. No, I think it's in the area where I think it used to be that what was that, like that bar we used to go to, the train bar or whatever. I don't even remember what it was called. I think it's in that area, isn't it?
That's the Cirque du Soleil thing. I don't know. That's different.
Oh, okay.
That's not The Hook. The Hook is actually in one of their entertainment venues.
See, I have no idea now. Now I'm so lost. I don't know.
But anyway, we have Caesars Atlantic City. Mm-hmm. It's a 1.5 millionaire maker sweepstakes. 500,000 of that was given away throughout the summer to different winners. But here they had their grand prize drawing, and we now have Hayward G. of New Jersey, a local.
All right.
Didn't say what town he's from. But he won the $1 million grand prize. And I wanted to at least acknowledge we have a new millionaire from Atlantic City.
Nice. Okay, great. Now, does that count as, like when we do Jersey jackpots, you do the, we've had 1 million jackpots. Do these sweepstakes count toward that?
They're not considered part of the Jersey jackpots.
Okay, see, that's something new I learned. Yes. I didn't know that.
But we don't really talk too many sweepstakes, and there are a lot of them around the country. Lot of different.
Every casino has them, so I'm glad we're getting a little.
Want to acknowledge,
give them a little press to them.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Well, we're going to be leaving Jersey, and we're heading out to Nevada, and we're going over to the Link Hotel and Experience. That's the name of it now. The Link Hotel and Experience. It's not even the word "and" in it. It's a plus.
Why is everything an experience now? There's this brand new restaurant. It's like, $700 a plate.
It's an experience.
It's an experience.
Dining experience.
It's just not dinner. It's an experience.
Dining experience.
So whatever.
But here
everything's an experience. So.
But here we have the Link Hotel, which is another Caesars property, by the way.
All right.
Caesars Reward member was experiencing face-up Pai Gow poker.
Nice.
And he experienced a 7-card straight flush.
Oh, that's big money.
Which experienced him $937,040. So
nice.
An overall gaming experience with the
what an experience.
Link Hotel and Experience over there to just increase their name there. But Caesars Reward member, $937,000.
Wow.
Congratulations, 7-card straight flush. Played for just an hour.
Oh, nice. Yes. Okay.
Leaving Nevada. Going over to California, we've got Eagle Mountain Casino.
All right.
We've done them in the past.
Oh, yeah,
nice place. Yeah. We have a Bakersfield woman coming into Eagle Mountain, placed a $12.50 bet on one of their dollar store machines and nailed it for $305,367.30.
That's a good investment.
Yes, one of the larger ones that Eagle Mountain has seen in the last couple of months. Going back from California into Nevada, we haven't done this hotel in a while. I know we've done them in the past. Virgin Hotels Las Vegas.
Yep.
They just recently switched over from Mohegan to just Virgin, basically. I know they did William Hill deal for their sports books.
Yeah, they just did a deal.
Yes. We've got Virgin Hotel Las Vegas. We have a visitor from Hawaii visiting the 9th Island. We have a 6-digit jackpot over the holiday weekend that just happened recently.
Wow. Okay.
Lightning Buffalo Lynx Super Grand Jackpot Progressive.
Another Buffalo machine.
$10 bet.
$10 bet.
$179,796.66.
Wow, that's great.
Leaving Nevada, we are heading back to the East Coast and going to Florida. We've got the Seminole Classic Casino.
All right.
We have the Seminole Classic. We've actually done this game in the past. It's kind of an older game, Royal Reels.
Okay, I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I know what that is.
But it's still a fun game. It's
kind of a classic
AGS.
kind of game.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah, so.
We have a $50 bet on the Royal Reels. It had the 5 Kings winning combination, triggered the progressive jackpot, and kicked out $145,958.80.
Wow. That's a great investment.
Yes. And to answer your question, you asked this a week ago or maybe 2 weeks ago about resetting progressive jackpots.
Okay.
Some do 100,000, some do back to $1 million, depending on the high limit slot room. I know the $1 Million Dragon Link set reset to $1 million.
Yeah.
Here, this one sets down to 40,000.
Oh, okay.
So this has been grown for a while.
So it's been going for a while.
Yeah.
So okay.
So it's really cool to see that.
All right. Hey, that's great. I always say just my luck. I'm going to get the jackpot when it goes down to the lowest amount possible.
Right when you hit, yeah.
Right when I hit.
But again, Florida Royal Reels here. We got Royal Reels at
which, by the way,
Classic
I'd be very happy with.
Oh, yeah. Especially on a $50 bet. That's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's
that's
great.
Not a bad return on your investment.
That's great.
That's it for Beating the House this week. I'll be back next week with another collection of lottery and casino jackpots. Congratulations to all the winners we talked about, especially that $1.8 billion Powerball winner we
absolutely
just recently had. We only do $100,000 or more on this show, so there are a lot more winners out there. Congratulations to everybody who's won a jackpot in the last week or so. Press releases, jackpot announcements, game announcements, info@turnpikesportsradio.com.
Well, that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time with House of Cards.
Across the desert